Hello, everybody. This is Cinema Cody, and it's that time again. If you missed my last reaction that I did for January, I've decided this year that every month I'm going to make a video where I show you, shout out, advertise for free these five YouTube channels that I follow, that I am subscribed to, and I like all their videos and hours of entertainment, and I love them, so I wanted to show them off to you guys. And I did a video at the end of the end of January with the first five of them, and now I'm going to show you five more. I have a weird system. I start with the month and kind of spell it out and pick a channel that starts with each letter, spelling of the month. So like January, I did one that starts with J, one that starts with A, one that starts with N, one that starts with U, A, and it's February, so I'm going to start with F, then E, then B, then, so on and so forth. And this is a banging month right here. It's got some good ones. So we're going to start off with one of my favorite channels to watch. Every time he puts a new video up, if it's something that I've seen before, so I can watch, then I click it right away. One of my favorite YouTubers that I look forward to seeing videos pop up from him. The channel is called FWCI or FWCI, etc. He kind of says it really fast, so it kind of comes out FWCI like that, like George W. Bush, George W. Bush, FWCI, FWCI. I had no idea what that stood for, and I, for some reason, just never even looked it up. I was just like, whatever, I don't care. But I was like, I probably should figure out what that stands for if I'm going to do a video about it. And it says right on the first page in the description what it stands for. It stands for Friends with Common Interest. FWCI, Friends with Common Interests, which I really like. I like that. I would have never guessed that's what that stood for. And the guy on the channel, his name is Adam, and he's just a really funny, I don't know, he's just a cool guy. Like, I feel like we could be friends. Like, he's just really chill and he's funny, and I like his personality. He's just my kind of person. I don't know. It's really fun to watch YouTube videos with. I feel like I'm sitting with a friend, and even though he has no idea who I am, it's kind of creepy, but he reacts to Taskmaster, like British version of Taskmaster, and he, I think, reacts to some other, I think he was doing the Australian version as well, but I haven't watched that. But I love Taskmaster, so I love watching reactions to it. And he also does random movies, like Hercules, I see right here on his channel, the Disney version of Hercules. He's done some Disney movies. He also does some random TV shows like Schitt's Creek and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't watch those because I've seen a little bit of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I haven't actually sat and watched it from beginning to end. And I like to watch the show or movie first before I watch reactions to it. He's got Tangled, Moana, Corpse Bride, Inside Out, a lot of kind of kid movies. He reacted to all the Harry Potter movies. That was a really good watch. It's pretty funny, him reacting to Harry Potter. He was suspicious of Dumbledore, like the whole time. He's like, Dumbledore is up to no good. And I think Snape was one of his favorite characters. He also reacted to Lord of the Rings. And it's a very random YouTube channel, which I like. It's not just one thing, like all movie reactions, all TV show reactions, or all music reactions. It's a mixture of all kinds of different stuff. And you never know what's going to come up. It's like a little treat when you I open it up and, like, yeah, he's doing some TV shows like Taskmaster. It's a regular thing that comes out, but then it'll just be a random movie reaction that I didn't expect was going to happen, and it just pops up, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is a little treat. I love it. He's very funny. He's sarcastic and witty, and I just really love his channel. He's Australian, and he's a huge fan of The Simpsons. So he references The Simpsons a lot. I grew up watching The Simpsons, so I kind of I kind of get it. But okay, the next one is another one of my absolute favorite channels. I love this channel so much. EOM Reacts, which I did know what that one stood for. I don't know how. I don't know if I figured that out myself or they said it at some point. They probably said it at some point because I'm not very good with acronyms. But EOM React stands for Extraordinarily Ordinary Media, which it is not extraordinarily ordinary, or maybe it is. Maybe that is why it's so extraordinary, because it is ordinary, but it's so good. It's a guy that calls himself Jay, or AKA the Murder Whistle is his nickname. And he's got two dogs in the background, which he calls his co-pilots, Romulus and Drogo. And they're always in the background of his videos. Like, he's like in his bedroom, and there's a bed behind him, and the dogs are like, one's on the bed and one's on the floor. Always. And he absolutely loves animals, and you can tell he's got a really kind heart. He's just a really nice person. He's really funny. He has all these funny things that he says all the time in his movie reactions. It's a movie reaction channel. It's all movies. There's tons of great movie reactions on the channel. He just recently did a reaction to The Color Purple, which I'm not watching because I plan to read that book really soon. I want to read the book The Color Purple because I own it and I haven't read it, and it's like, it's about time. And then I want to watch the older movie with Whoopi Goldberg, the one 1985 that he reacted to. And then I want to watch the newer version that recently has come out that Oprah Winfrey was involved in. It's like a musical type version of it. I have a feeling that I'm going to like it, as in, I heard it's extremely sad. But, so it's like you don't like it, but at the same time you respect the story of it. It's like, I think it's going to be extremely sad and horrific, but maybe it's, uplifting towards the end, maybe, hopefully. Because I heard it's about a woman in like an abusive relationship. Maybe she's had a really hard childhood. So hopefully she like gets out of it or something, breaks free of it, and gets a better life. I don't know how it goes, but he's reacted to all kinds of things. Seven, Tombstone, Gladiator, Signs, Gran Torino, The Exorcist. That's a good reaction. He doesn't do so well with scary things and like jump scares or anything. He looks dead into the camera and he says, "Shut up. Shut up." It's so funny the way he says it. And whenever he sees like a hot girl, a hot woman, he says, "She's got keys to the plot." I don't know what that means, keys to the plot, but every time he sees like a hot woman, he's like, "Keys to the plot." And there's a bunch of things that he says over and over again that is so funny every time he says it. He gets emotional when it's an emotional movie, and you can just tell that he's a really caring person. I love his channel. He shouts out all of his Patreons at the end of every video, and he even shouts out their pet dogs. And there's this one that he says their names, and then he says, and their beautiful dog Missy. And he says it every single time, and their beautiful dog Missy. And if someone in the comments section of his videos says that, like, their dog passed away or their cat passed away or something, he usually, like, takes time and sits there and, like, says in his video, like, how sorry he is, and he, like, starts to tear up. And I just really love that about him, how caring he is to animals and children too. If children in the movie, if anything's happening with children or animals, he gets really upset and angry, and it's a very protective person. And it's just one of the best, most entertaining movie reaction channels on YouTube, I think, and it deserves all of the subscriptions, all of the likes. He's at 60.7k subscribers, and it's insane that he's not over 100,000 subscribers right now, because he is so good. Like, there's zero complaints about him. I don't know what you could complain about. He's just absolutely pure, entertaining, and wholesome, and awesome, and good. Can't say enough good things about him. Then, let's see. Next, we have B. Bose. Bose versus the... I'm subscribed to 2 channels that I found. Bose versus the World and Bose But Shorter, which is just like shorter clips kind of from her other channel, I think. Or just shorter clips that she uploaded to that channel. Bose versus the World and Bose But Shorter. I discovered Bose... I'd seen Bose before on another channel. I think it was Smosh, or maybe... was she on Good Mythical Morning, maybe? I think I saw her on Smosh, and I just thought she was like a part of Smosh. Like a background kind of character that didn't show up much. Like, she worked behind the scenes, you know, on the computers and stuff. And they brought her up for a video or 2. And then I didn't see her for a long time. And I just didn't really think about it. I just thought she worked kind of in the background at Smosh or something. And then I was scrolling through videos. They get suggested to you on YouTube. And I saw a video of hers where it was just her by herself. Bose versus the World. And she was talking about some kind of court case or something. Crime. Some sort of crime. So I clicked on it. And I just went down the rabbit hole. And that wasn't that long ago. Like last year when I discovered that. And I started binge watching all kinds of videos of hers that are, you know, from years ago, probably posted. But she has recent stuff coming out too. She's at 1.08 million subscribers. But I didn't know she was her own, like, channel, and she was her own, like, YouTube star in her own right, you know. I just thought she worked for, like, another channel in the background, kind of. So I'd never heard of her before. And I didn't really get to know her when she made those guest appearances on other shows that well. But watching her own channel, I just fell in love with her personality, and she's just so funny and so good on the camera, and just she just does the funniest things and the funniest, like, facial, you know, faces that she makes and movements that she makes. She gets up out of her chair and does funny things, and she has a lot of energy, and she's very well spoken and very intelligent, and it's like she's studied some psychiatry or something, because she goes into the psychiatry of why people are doing this or that, and it's like she's studied a little bit of, like, crime or law or something. Like, she just seems well spoken and well educated the way she describes everything. And she mostly does, like, she'll do videos and analysis, like analyzing different court cases. She'll watch the videos of in the courtroom, you know, witnesses testifying, and the judge putting down their verdict, and and the person being accused speaking or whatever. She watches the court stuff, and she watches body cam footage from the police, and just follows all of these big crime stories that are happening. She does videos about certain like serial killers or YouTubers that get arrested, or she also watches videos like compilation videos of Karens, you know, women going crazy or people being arrested that are making a scene and going crazy. Her channel is a little randomish, but it's mostly crime related stuff, court case related stuff, and it's very entertaining and I love to watch it. Next we got Rob W. This is probably not as well known of a channel. I just stumbled across it not long after I started my channel. I stumbled across his channel. He's only got 6,310, like 6,300 subscribers, which is better than me, but and he only has 181 videos too. Of course, they're movie reactions, so those are longer and harder to edit. I love his channel because it's just so like casual and laid back. It's like he's just chilling, you know, with his friends. Just chilling, watching a movie, you know. Keep it simple. And it's not like he doesn't have all the fancy studio, you know, lights and the fancy equipment and all that stuff. It's just him sitting on his couch watching horror movies. I have such a hard time saying horror. Watching horror movies for the most part. I haven't watched him in a long time because he does a lot, which I like, that he does all of these like B horror movies, like movies that aren't super popular but like more of the obscure horror movies, and I haven't seen a lot of them, so I haven't watched his channel. Like most recently he did Horror in the High Desert. Never heard of that. The Beekeeper, I have heard of that, but I don't know much about it. The Bye Bye Man, The Jester, Ma, I've heard of that one, but I haven't seen it. Saltburn, he did. I haven't seen that one either. Creep 2, Knock Knock, Inside, The Mean One, Hell House, The Origins. He just does all of these horror movies. Saw 10, House October Built, Wolf Creek. He does all of these like kind of B horror movies. He did the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey movie, Blair Witch. Oh, he did Barbarian. I haven't seen that reaction yet. I know what I'm watching later. Barbarian. Yeah, I like how he's just kind of casual, sitting on his couch. He's got a microphone up like this on his mouth, and he's just like leaned in, watching a movie. He's funny. He's cool. I really like him. He just seems like a friend, like that I would just hang out with, you know? A chill bro that you just hang out with, you know? The last but not least, Ashley Burton. She's a pretty popular one, I think. 164K subscribers. She's a movie reaction channel. She's probably one of the first movie reaction channels that I subscribe to. She might be the first. She has red hair, long, beautiful hair. All her videos, I'm like, oh, I love her hair. She's really pretty, and she's like Southern, so she's got like that Southern accent. I'm not quite sure where she's from. She kind of moves around a lot and stuff, but she has a big fat cat, Beans. I haven't seen him in video in a long time, so I hope he's okay. But when I first started watching her channel, he was in almost all of her videos, but now I haven't seen him in a while. He was like a big part of the channel. She even has merch with Beans on it. She's just really funny, really entertaining. She cries like crazy when it's like a sad movie. She just feels like one of my relatives or something. Like, that's the way, like, I related to her because of the way she sounds and her personality. But she looks a lot like my cousin. Like a lot like her, I think. They almost look like twins. Yeah, she looks like a twin to my cousin who lives in Arkansas. I love like her reactions to like Steel Magnolias, and she was crying her eyes out. Sometimes she loves movies that I'm not that big of a fan of, and sometimes she hates movies that I am a huge fan of, and I'm totally fine with that. I just like people being honest and sharing their opinion. I don't care if it's a movie that I absolutely adore and she's like, I don't really get it. Or it's a movie that I don't like and she's like, this is one of the best reactions ever. I love this movie. You know, I might be rare in saying that, seems like, but she's one of the OG reaction channels, movie reaction channels that I started watching that made me think, I feel like I could do this myself. I feel like I could do this. She was just like sitting in her attic watching movies in her spare time with her cat and just seemed so chill and everything. And I was like, I wonder if I could do something like this. There's my 5 Reactors YouTube channels that I follow that I'm going to shout out for the month of February. I'll do it again in March. I keep waiting till the last minute to do it, so hopefully I'll do it a little earlier in the month next time so I have more time to edit it. Because now I got like 1 day to edit this before the next month. Oh, that's going to be fun. I guess that's it. I don't know how to end reactions like this for some reason. Please like, subscribe, leave comments down below. If you follow any of these reactors, you know any of these reactors, or if you decide to go check one of them out, let me know in the comments. It'd be really cool to see if I sent somebody over there and had them subscribe. It'd be really cool. And have a nice day. Bye.